Hey everybody, how's it? Aloha, my name is Jeebs. I'm an old composer here, and this is the World Music Reaction and Review channel. Yes, I do have a heavy metal one, but this one is where I'm going around the world and picking out all kinds of songs, or actually I'm not picking them out, I'm getting suggested. That's just what this whole thing is about. And as you can see on the channel, I do all kinds of music, cultural music, instrumentals, pop, pop contemporary, you name it, I'm doing it here. But I have a suggestion that came from me from another video. This is from a Chinese artist. I guess her name is, forgive me, I try to Google translate some of this stuff, and the way it comes back out, I don't know that it sounds right, so I try not to repeat it. So I'm just going to put this out there. If I mispronounce names, forgive me, but thank you for your patience. The name of the song is Grain in Ear, and the artist is Mang Shun. Mang Shun? I don't know. Chinese language is a great language. I really wish I could learn it. But I'm an old dog and I'll just stick with the language that I know, music and English. So anyhow, so let's do this. Thank you so much for your support. If you decide to, if you see any advertising, it doesn't help the channel. If you want to buy me a cup of coffee, it also helps what I do with the kids in the hospitals. You can consider that. If you're curious about what headsets I'm wearing, that link will be down below just as well. All right, let's do this. This is Grain in Ear by Mang Shun. Forgive me. Here we go.
空恨别梦久，杀去只会来烟柳。
Wow, I really love the production on this. There's power to less is more, but it's also very tricky. There's not a lot of complex arrangements going on in here, but they are so tastefully written. First, let's start with her as an artist. What a beautiful voice. Just an angelic voice. And that hook, the chorus, I can't do it. Da, 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 that whole thing. I love the way she sounds in that, but what was even more of a, it was kind of a reminder to me because they established that hook melody at the beginning with that other instrument. I don't know the name of the instrument, it sounds like it's a mallet kind of instrument, string instrument that is very well known, in the Asian world. Different, and each culture or country, I believe, has a different representation of that instrument. But they established that melody at the very beginning. So when she comes back with that melody, I was very familiar with it, and therefore, as far as pop song construction, done perfectly. The hook comes back and it gets you, you listen to it. They're doing a technique where they repeat the 4 chords, even at least to this point, except what they do is they change the arrangement, or they change the instrumentation or the instruments or what's representing it. I love the meandering piano. It's a very soft tone piano, so the left hand is holding down the chord patterns while the right hand has a little soft arpeggiation going behind her, almost in the same tone as her, maybe a little higher, but it doesn't compete with her voice. And then of course, when they come in with the more pop trap sounding, the drums and or that electronic trap sound, then you get a nice burst of what I would consider current pop composition or instrumentation, but blended with her voice. Excuse me. And I've been kind of watching the video and how she's performing it. It's beautiful. It's wide open. And then there was a little section before the hook where I really loved what they did with the vocals in production. It was a small little turnaround that happened, but there was another voice that was happening here, and it wasn't overdone. So this is great. This is a fantastic song as far as where the hook, the sound, the composition, the production of it, very clean, very precise.
朵莲花在钟声中发芽，等不成意外终结的，念住落进时间的流沙，带的下全是慈悲的读法，前世迟来者，掌心刻，你眼中烟波滴落一滴墨，若佛说放下执着，我怎能波澜不惊去附和？一生流离我彻，恨情不舍，昨夜苦海愁。现在突然变回一株油，相思无恙，才写下难求。
Is that it? Yeah. I really super dug that. And something else that I love about what I'm hearing is, as an old composer, because of the internet, because of this channel, that was a derivative from the heavy metal one, is that just by you guiding me on this journey to listen to different songs and stuff like that, it just warms me up, and it's kind of breaking the what I would consider the stale outlook sometimes I've gotten as an old composer on where music is going. And to get outside of my bubble and listen to music like this, it's so cool because of the integration of not only organic, non-synthesized, instruments, but it's like it seems to be like an important thing that's a center of a lot of music that I hear from other countries, is that a good percentage of make sure that they root composition around still their cultural instruments, or that are, very well known, wherever it is that you could be in Africa, and it could be a certain set of instruments. You can be in China, Philippines, you could be in Mongolia, right? I've done some stuff on artists from Mongolia as well. And so they have, the horseshoe guitar and stuff. And I think it's such a finesse and such a dynamic use of blending trap, tech kind of work. Great engineering. This was engineered very, very well. Very, very clean too. Not too clean that would make it sterile. That even though they were using trap sounds and snares and stuff like that, because they still surrounded it, first of all, with a beautiful voice, but they surrounded it with these instruments, these organic instruments that are being played live. So you can hear, the brush of the bow and the rosin against the string and all these nuances and stuff, or the little bending of that one instrument and stuff, makes a huge difference. And I'm not watching the video that much, but at least also in the video there was very much still whatever the lyrics were about. It could be more pop contemporary lyrics, I don't know, but at least the presentation was still very cultural and stuff, and I just get so jazzed about that. Anyhow, Thank you for hanging out. I have an old saying that I do on my other channel because I do like to talk a lot towards the end. So if you're here and you enjoyed this, just type in, I'm still here. Thank you guys for your support. Take care of yourself. I still have much more coming here on the channel. Don't forget to leave suggestions as well in the comments so I can continue my journey on this world music reaction and review channel. All right, guys, take care. Aloha.